Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a stimulus and government update. This is going to be about the stimulus package that is going to be finally released tomorrow on January 22nd, 2021 by Biden. And I'm going to get into what I'm thinking that is going to be in the bill. It's still going to be in the bill of what they released it the last time. So let's get into this video. Give me a big thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know about future videos I got coming out with. And if you want to support my page, my Patreon page is linked below. So now this is what I'm thinking that is going to be in this bill, and it's going to be pretty good. So they're saying right here, I'm thinking it's going to be about $400 billion for COVID and $1 trillion in direct payments. And also it's going to be $160 billion for vaccines per person. And this is what I'm thinking that is the 1,400 stimulus checks are going to be per person, adult dependents to most households. Yes, with ITIN numbers, married to citizens. Unclear what focuses out and thoughts Janet Yellen said about the $75,000 to $150,000 for singles and married couples, where basically that is going to be like what I was telling you guys before in one of my previous videos. If you made a certain amount of money, it's capped out. You won't get it. So they're saying that if you make from $75,000 to $175,000 for a single to married couple, you will get it. But if you're over that amount of $150,000, there's a chance that you might not get anything. So also, it also says here for garnishments, that is for for child support. We don't know anything about that yet. We don't know how that's going to be. If it's going to be released out yet, we don't know anything yet. So we won't know that until the bill actually releases tomorrow. So that is going to be good. So we will have to see. Now we're talking about also about if you're a citizen and if your married wife or husband has an ITM number, you will get a stimulus check automatically. You will get it. So you will get that. And then it says extended paid leave for child taxes credit increased. So that's good. So we have to see what happens with that, because they got to go and turn around and look at it that way. And it says earned income tax credit of $530 to $1,500, while spending eligibility for that. Business loans tied to green energy, that is something that they threw in the bill. If your company has green energy, where they do a lot of recycling and clean energy and stuff like that in the companies, they can get nice good little tax breaks and stuff like that for the businesses. And it also says more money for PPP, and it says unsure what the details are about the green energy thing, of how much money they will get, because we don't know, because the bill's not out yet. And it says $360 per child under 6 years old. Now this is what I was telling you, this tax season is going to be good for people that has kids. Last year, if you remember, each kid you got $2,000. Well, with this coming tax season, they jumped it up to $3,000. Okay, for each kid that you will have, you get $3,000 for each kid that you have, and that's not including what you will also make off of your regular W-2 form of working. And same thing with your husbands. If you go and joint with your husband and wife and put your kids, you're going to be getting a damn good ass paycheck from the taxes. But always remember that they jumped up the taxes for, instead of being 2, now it's 3,000 per kid. So that is very good for that. And then they're saying 200K single and 400K for married couples. That is, if you reach that status of right there, and child tax credit, trying to limit childhood poverty. So they're going to go and try to make sure that kids have a place to stay, they have food in their bellies, and a nice place, good place to warm, to sleep, and all that kind of stuff. That's mostly dealing with people that are kids, I should say, that are in foster homes and stuff like that, and make sure that they do with that. And under for 200K current credit. Now, all this is going to be in the proposal that they already have. They just got to work it out a little bit to make sure it looks good. So that will be good. So it would jump up. So that would be good. And then you get the, like I said, you get the $3,000 per kid from 6 to 17 years old. You will get that $3,000. So that's good. That's really, 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 really good, because now it's going to be what they call a retaxable tax credit. So where it automatically will go and turn around, and it will be, so if it says that if you're paying that much money in taxes, you automatically will get a refundable tax credit on top of that, where they will see that if you're paying too much money in taxes below that, you automatically will get that tax refund tax credit. So that's actually good. This is huge. I mean, but now usually you would lose that benefit, but now you get to keep it. So you have to ask your tax preparer, whoever you go to go and turn around and do that. Because see if you do that basis. And then it says 400 boost to go through September 30th. So it's going to be from $400 boost all the way until September 30th. And then it says, but not sure about the PEUC. We don't know about that yet until tomorrow when they get into more detail about that. Automatic triggers. That means, what that means is, if it's an automatic trigger, is that means if their economy shows improvement, and if unemployment starts dropping, then that 400 boost might go down to 2 or 250 or even 300, and each trigger will make it go down lower and lower and lower if they see that the economy is going up or unemployment is going down. One of the two, that trigger will happen. And then they're also talking about will push for triggers. We don't know. It doesn't say anything about that in there, but we will know more about that tomorrow. And it's going to go all the way until September 30th. So that's something that we will have to see, because that would be good. And then also we will find out also too that if it's retroactive, because right now there's no retroactive on unemployment right now. So we'll have to find that out tomorrow when they release the package to see what they will go and turn around and release. And then they're talking about then the SNAP benefits is going to be 15%. So if you're making just say 200 on your SNAP, that would jump up to you to $230 on your SNAP program. And then it's going to be $40 billion to increase in testing. $15 minimum wage is in here in this budget. That is the major thing that I'm hoping to see if it passes, because I would love that, really and truly. Because the company that I work for is stupid how they arranged how certain departments get $15 an hour and some departments get the regular shaft. So this will help at least level everybody out, and that would be good. I'm thinking that will step up to the plate if my company goes and does that. So that would be good. So I'm just surprised that $15 is in there. So states and local aid money, like I was telling you, that they will go and turn around and get that. That's $350 billion for states to help them get the vaccine out there and help them with the getting the people that they need to put that vaccine in that needle and put into arms. Like I was telling you, all that takes money. And then they got turned around and 170 billion K-12 and higher for schools. So that means if you're from middle school to high school, everybody, the schools are going to be getting 170 billion dollars. That's already inside this proposal, so that's still good. So we have to turn around and see if that's still good, because that's what I'm thinking, you know. Because it's just also like, you also got to realize this, people, too, is that if he doesn't get the 61 votes to pass this budget, he really truly doesn't need 61 votes. If he really and truly wants to push this through, he only needs 51 votes. And he already has that guaranteed. I mean, they already said it. If they need to go and push this through, they're going to push this through without no one's business. You know, so this is one good thing that I'm thinking that would be good for people, that if they just push this through, get this money out for the people, it will help them out so much. And then we could go from there to see how this works and how this is going to work out for people. You know, so that's one thing. And more vaccine distribution money. And then now, this is the big thing. This is not inside this budget. I don't know why. He mentioned it during his campaign, but for some reason it's not in this budget, for where they're going to give $10,000 for student loan forgiveness. This is not in this budget. We don't know why, for one. We don't know if it's going to come up maybe in the next budget or the next bill or whatever. We don't know anything about that because he hasn't said anything about it. So we will have to turn around and find out if we go and turn around and do that. So that would be good. So also, I got to also throw this in there too, that $170 billion is going to go to help schools do their air conditioning. Like I've been telling people that they need a better air conditioning filters, and that UV ray filter that kills every type of virus that goes through there. They finally going to go and get that equipment that they need to do their air conditioners. That would be so great and more safer for our kids to go back to school. So that's one good thing. So, and then they're over there talking about college free, any family making under 120,000, 41 billion in first year cost. So this we will have to see. It's inside the budget. We will have to find out what happens, you know. And then they're going to turn around and they say, we already know about the rental assistance. That's already inside the budget. The mortgage forgiveness, that's already inside the budget. We already know those two got expended more. So you got more time to do that. So that's a lot more good for you guys to go and do that. $30 billion on top of was approved for that. So like I told you in my previous videos, when that thing comes out, you guys need to jump on that if you guys are behind on your rent and mortgage. So that's another good thing that's going on. And there's a lot of good things in this budget, you know, but we need to make sure that all this stays in and it passes. But it should pass with no problem. It shouldn't pass with no problem. Like I said, if the other party, when Mitch McConnell starts, you know, acting up, they can go and turn around and says, okay, we don't need you. If you want to go and act up, you want to go and turn around and say all this and do all this and add this and try to cut something back. No, we don't even need you. We're just going to pass it with the 51 votes and happy trails to you. They can do that. They can really, really and truly do that. And I'm hoping they do that, because I really want this money to get out there for the people, because the people suffered enough. They need this money. The small businesses need this money. The PPP people, small businesses need that money, you know, and we need that PPE equipment to get to the nurses and doctors and all that. And then now he signed this bill where he's going to go and get out any manufacturer out there that can go and make any type of PPE equipment to go out and do it. and get these equipment out to the people that need it. That's a good thing. So that is one thing that is going to happen tomorrow. We have to see what's going to happen tomorrow when he finally releases it. So when he releases it, you know I'm going to make a video on that and tell you everything and break it down to you and everything. But this is what I'm thinking that's going to happen. That I did my little pointers over here on my computer and stuff like that, thinking that what is going to be in this budget, what is good for us, what is good for the people. So that's good. So hopefully you liked this video. Please give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, hit my notification bell to let you know about future videos I got coming out with. And if you want to support my page, my Patreon page below, guys. Thank you very much. Until the next video.